Hey friends, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. I am the TheTranspondster. You can call me Adriana though, and I am playing The Sims 4 yet again, and we are building a trailer home today. I'm building over in Strangerville, which is somewhere I almost never build. I haven't even played the gameplay that comes with this game. Literally, the only thing I use from Strangerville is the doors, windows, fences, and such because they are so aesthetic, especially when you're building like a Victorian or more of a colonial style home, something a little bit more elegant or classic looking. They're so perfect. So, yeah, other than that, I don't really use the Strangerville pack unless I build on this lot because it sets it up to look like a little trailer park, and I kind of like that. So, I am building a trailer, and because in my head, a trailer is more of a starter home, or if you can't really afford a house, you might consider living in a trailer, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that if that's your situation. It's just definitely not for everybody. But I didn't want to go too crazy with the budget here because I feel like this should be an attainable home. So it's one that if you have just one sim in your household, you are ready to move in with your 20,000 simoleons. It is a pretty bland build when it comes to the decor. I mean, I don't know how extravagant you can make it when you're building in a trailer home, but I did my best. I actually think for the price that it is phenomenally cluttered. I owe a lot of credit to debug because a lot of the debug items that I did use are free, so it really didn't damage the pocket that much. I fiddled around so much trying to get some posts under this deck here at the front. By the end of the build, I feel like I do end up getting something there to make it look like a post, and I have a very strong feeling that it came from the debug menu because when I finished the build budget wise, I was looking at the lot that I had. Like, this looks so empty. I need to do something here. So I literally scrolled through the entire debug catalog. It felt like, at least. And I have better build by, so it's better sorted, but I feel like even that doesn't help sometimes. There's so much stuff when it comes to the debug menu. And a lot of stuff bugs me that it's not just an item that I can play with in the regular build by menu. Like, why do I have to jump through hoops to get it? The layout inside here is pretty standard. I got like a little galley kitchen on the way to the bedroom, and then you can also pop into the bathroom there. I know it's not the greatest to have a bathroom right off of the kitchen, but when you're in a trailer home, you're pretty limited with space, so I put it where it worked, and then I end up getting a kitchen and a little like dining table for your Sims to sit and eat at. So I'm actually pretty impressed with the amount of furniture that I got in this home. And it's not bad furniture by any means. Like, I definitely stick with that couch that I placed there. The TV, I will admit, gets swapped out because I was scrounging for money at the end just to make the rest of the build look better. Like, it's nice and all to have that fancy TV, but I think I ended up using the get to work TV that looks like it's hanging off the wall and you can kind of pull it out and angle it however you want. And I felt like that's the kind of TV that if you lived in this home you would want, because then you could, like, say, be in the kitchen cooking dinner and prop the TV open. But I really like how everything ended up turning out. And then of course I have like a little patio area out front. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how I feel about the metal deck off of the trailer home. I didn't really know what flooring to use. I tested out a whole bunch of them and none seemed to work right. And I didn't know if I wanted to go with like a wood decking because it's not a permanent deck. Like, this is a trailer home that you can kind of build a deck to hang off of it, but I feel like if you're living in a trailer home, maybe you'd want to spend some money and make it look nice. But if it were me, my goal would be to maybe skimp out a little bit on the decoration at the trailer home and splurge more in my savings so that I can get a bigger house that's not floating on some wheels. All of the landscaping you're going to see me do here is from the debug menu, and it is free. When I build a starter home, I heavily rely on debug to make my lot overall look decent. You can go a long way with just a little bit of landscaping. Like, I pretty much just added a couple grassy patches here and a bush and called it a day. There's nothing crazy or anything like that. I think I eventually find an umbrella in the debug menu, and then I kind of get a little seating area out front. And then I was trying to figure out what furniture to fill the space with at the end of the deck by the barbecue. I felt like, maybe someone would have a chair to sit there. I wanted to get some more outdoor activities, but I didn't know what to do with the budget that I had left. You can see I'm like 100 away from being capped out, and I think this is the point at which I decide to swap the TV out if I haven't already. But I really love how it ends up turning out. In terms of terrain paint, it really disappoints me that I don't have one that matches the dark orangey color that Strangerville has on the lot. So it's always disappointing when that stuff happens. I feel like it happens with one of the other packs too, where none of the grass matches the grass outside of the lot, and it's just infuriating. I like the little flamingos that I set down there, and then there's the umbrella that I was talking about. I just put like a cheap plastic lounger under it because I feel like, when you live in a trailer home, it's a very community-based thing, so I feel like having just a lounge chair to sit out front and sunbathe is kind of a normal occurrence in this kind of living situation. I mean, you don't have the most privacy from your neighbors here. I feel like in trailer parks, it's a very community-driven place, so everyone kind of does barbecues or they get together on the weekends and they drink, but maybe I'm portraying my vacation trailer experiences into living in a trailer. I probably don't know enough to say that that's what it's actually like, but I like to think that it's a very community-based place to live. There's got to be perks to it for sure, and space is not one of them because I have been in a trailer and you are shimmying around people for sure, unless you're like a high-end luxurious RV person, which I'm kind of jealous because that would be kind of cool to just road trip in an RV and see all sorts of different places. I guess like whenever you got tired of driving, you could find somewhere to park it too, so you might end up staying in places you never even thought of. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling about vacations in trailer parks or living in trailer parks because we're coming to that point where we're going to look through the build, and I just want to say thank you before I head out because I'm always so appreciative of those that view my videos and show support through comments and likes and most importantly subscribing. So if you feel like making a girl happy and doing all of the above, I'd love it. If not, have a nice day anyways, and I'll see you next time. Bye!